Following in the footsteps of the classic Hunter and Meteor 350, Royal Enfield has just announced the 2023 Royal Enfield Bullet 350. It's the latest to make use of the J-Series single-cylinder motor, and here are 7 things you need to know about it. So in at number 1, and the first point, is the history and the heritage of the Bullet name. So the Bullet name has been around for 91 years and it's familiar to bikers all around the world. This new rendition continues the legacy with styling that harks back to the initial launch in 1932. Even the single bench seat is reminiscent of the initial models, but with a new take. So the Bullet's versatility has been proven over the years. Accolades include setting lap records on the Isle of Man, championing trials and international 6 days trials competitions, to being a trusted workhorse for global tours and local weekend getaways. This Bullet 350 over its time has done it all. But today the Bullet retains the character of its past whilst adding a modern frame design, engineering with features and safety features included. There's even a USB charging point and dual channel ABS as standard. So point number 2, we have 2023 variations. Now there's going to be 2 editions for the 2023 Bullet 350 at launch. There's going to be the Bullet Standard and the Bullet Black Gold. Both will have the same engine layout and features, and the main differences between the 2 are stylistic options. Black and maroon colorways finish the standard model with a hand pinstripe tank, whilst the premium Bullet Black Gold variant stuns with a matte and gloss black tank, copper and gold 3D badge, copper pinstriping, and a blacked out engine and componentry. It truly is a stunning piece of work. And at number 3 is the Handcrafted Finish. Now, although Royal Enfield do manufacture their bikes in huge numbers, they don't shy away from a hand-finished design on many of their models. This 2023 Bullet 350 is no different. Pinstriping is applied to the tank by hand, with visually striking options that are a staple for Enfield. Plus, the final finish with options for chrome and gold badges are sure to catch the eye. You can even opt for a matching helmet and apparel that will fit the Bullet's pinstriping style, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of riders out there that will be looking to match their bike. The overall styling on the Bullet 350 is superb, and though many will suggest it isn't far off the styling of the classic 350, this reintroduction of a legend is welcomed with its retro appeal. At number 4, it's the J-Series 350cc engine. So let's talk about the engine. It's a familiar power unit for the Bullet, taking the 349cc air oil-cooled single-cylinder engine that we've seen used in the Meteor, Classic and Hunter 350. The top speed will cap out at around about 72 miles per hour, and this J-Series unit makes 20.2 brake horsepower at 6100 revs and 27 Newton meters of torque at 4000 revs. It's fuel injected with a primary balance shaft and a 5-speed gearbox. Some will say it needs to have more brake horsepower, but on the road, this thing handles beautifully well and it accelerates to 30 very nicely. We've ridden with this J-Series engine before in the Classic and Hunter 350, and we found it has a nice amount of torque from low in the revs and is great fun to ride with. It does accelerate nicely to 30 miles an hour, and it only starts to really slow its acceleration at 40 to 50 miles an hour when you're accelerating up to top speed, which is around 72. More horsepower would be welcome, but in this application it's plenty, especially for the sort of riding that you're going to be doing maybe in towns and cities, and even in the India market where 70 miles an hour is more than enough for their roads. At number 5, we have the cruiser spec. So I'll touch on some of the other spec points of the Bullet 350. So it has a 13-litre tank. It's got the Royal Enfield casquette headlight, a curb weight of 195 kilograms, a seat height of 805 mil, and a 19-inch front spoked wheel with an 18-inch rear. Braking power is provided by a single front 300 mil disc with twin piston floating caliper, and a 270 mil disc with a single piston floating caliper. Plus, there is dual channel ABS as standard. The chassis comprises of a twin down tube spine frame with 41mm telescopic forks and 130mm travel, with twin shocks with 6-step adjustable preload. If it handles anything like the classic 350 does, it will be brilliant. At number 6, we have the accessories. So as is the norm with Royal Enfield, there will be plenty of accessories available from launch. They've numbered it at 28, but there's no doubt going to be more, and 9 are designed and developed specifically for the Bullet. Options will include a low-rise seat and a touring seat. There's touring handlebars and a screen, there's bar end mirrors, deluxe foot pegs, pannier sets, engine and sump guards, and LED indicators, plus more. Not to mention the countless options that will be designed by third-party companies who are probably already working away with other accessory bits in mind for Bullet riders. And at number 7, the price. So, lastly, a point that's often first to be considered, and we're going to look at last, is the price. It's a classic Royal Enfield price point here that's often unmatched in the market. The 2023 Bullet 350 will start at £4,629 in standard trim, which is the black and maroon, and and the black and gold edition, which is the premium option, starts at £4,709. The Classic 350 comparatively does start at a slightly cheaper £4,459, and the Meteor 350 starts at a frankly unbeatable £4,059. So out of the three, this Bullet is considered the more premium option, but it does have some serious legacy behind it. But I do question, is it worth spending more for this bike? Is the legacy enough to make it worth more money? Or would you just look at a cheaper Classic 350 or even the cheaper Meteor 350? They're all going to have the same engine, same sort of style and design. Would you save your £600 or so and just get a Meteor? Because that's another good bike to ride. So there are 7 things to note about the Royal Enfield Bullet 350 for 2023. What do you think of it? Are you excited to give it a try? Let us know. Also, check out our Classic 350 review, which is up here, and our Hunter 350 review up there. They both share the same engine, and it was really good fun. Really enjoyed riding those bikes. Subscribe to Bike Matters to stay up to date with all of us here, and like the video if you enjoyed it and if you like the Bullet. But thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.